YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and welcome back to Ancient Carthage. The year is 222 BC, actually very near to the beginning of the original the historical Second Punic War. Hannibal would be proud, though. Hannibal would be proud to know that we have rewritten history this way, and made Carthage more well, maybe, I don't know, maybe he wasn't such a power monger as I am here, but I think he would be proud that we had gotten proactive against the Romans and our other enemies, rather than sitting back. But nevertheless, whether he's proud or not, I'm proud, and thank you for being here and continuing to watch this series. It is great to have you, and I hope that we continue to see you here for these episodes. This guy was headed to Demeti. This guy was headed to Cirta to do some governing, and got our governor in. Okay. We can now get joined up to this army. And these troops are going to be able to move to reinforce. So our rebel scum are going to be in bad shape, because now I've got a commander. I could get some Spanish mercenaries into this army as well, and probably should. Just kind of helps secure our position there of strength over them. Let's take this army. Britons are moving fleets and forces around here. I might try and get up and lay an ambush. I still need one more turn to kind of finish this garrison at Illyria. We have enough forces here, though, that I should be able to go ahead and start training some town watch. Try and hold the place. I'll leave those mercenaries there. We lost our... Ah, dang, that's probably one of the messages here. Where the life ends. Yeah, or no, that was the diplomat coming of age. Where's that at? Carthage again. Okay, town expands. Luke Dunham. I must have lost that guy on the previous turn and just not noticed it, because I had a general up here, and he apparently died fairly recently. I could use another general up this way, so I may need to work this guy up north. It's going to be a little tricky at the moment. A little tricky. I'm going to build him a big boat. Hopefully we can finish.
Ships ready. Ships ready.
I'm going to get aggressive at the Romans on this turn in. No, I don't want to do that.
Ready to sail.
Oh, I want you to break the blockade.
Can't do that.
Oh, I'm out of movement points. I see. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Idle resource report, an active diplomat. He got done bribing the rebels, and there's already more rebels up here. These rebels I don't think we need to bribe, though. Let's actually retrain our troops before we knock those rebels out. We'll get them on the next turn. I'm gonna go ahead and just save a little cash and end our turn. I've been making a little bit less cash the last few turns. Probably because we've had some blockades and rebellions and stuff like that that are making things challenging. The Scipii are gonna ask for peace.
Let us end the bloodshed.
The Scipii want to become my protectorate. Oh boy. Now, this is tempting, just to embarrass them. Like, it's very, very tempting. Making the Romans my protectorate. While tempting, I'm gonna decline, because...
Until next time.
I'm in a position to conquer them. And I just don't need them to be my protectorate and have to risk them turning on me at any moment. So I'm definitely going to make them pay. Oh my gosh. Boy, we got some Mycenae forces. I don't know if we are in an ambush there or not. And even if we are, whether it would be enough. Boy, the Britons have really passed out the Viagra. They are multiplying like rabbits up here.
Orders.
A dangerous situation.
Onward.
Where we can put in an ambush here.
Move out.
None of these places, apparently. Go ahead and grab a couple barbarian mercenaries up here. I don't have a commander anymore with this army, which is very unfortunate.
Orders? Orders? My liege. Onward.
Alicia is still pissed off.
Orders?
So I'll have to wait another turn or two. Without our commander, I may go ahead and try and recruit a little bit more here too, because we're going to be in a weakened state of affairs. Let's go ahead and take care of some buildings, because we finished a lot of buildings since I waited a turn without doing much. States at Carthage, Lily Biome, Careless, Dago Nova. Let's see, Arch Temple of Baal. Let's do the sewers. Scalabus, Lepsis, Cilia. Okay, we're pretty much out of cash here. Just save it. Let's go see what happened in Libya. The Egyptians did not pull off their attack, which means I think I'm going to catch them here. Somehow managed to get reinforcements all the way down here. I'm not going to put Xenophanes under AI control, because I'm worried they'll get my general killed. Let's fight these guys off of me. And then we can push the war on into Egypt, and I've got another army on its way to help with that, so the war with Egypt will be underway.
The enemy are here. They are ready to meet their gods.
All right.
Get the sword and be ready when the moment comes to fight.
See what we can get done here. Give me just a second, folks.
Today the vultures feast, but they will feast upon our enemies, not us.
Okay. Start our deployment.
On my orders. Infantry.
We have a great position here, terrain-wise.
Units, run!
The Hoplite mercenaries are going to be good because they're probably as good as any hoplite type units that the Egyptians had, so it gives me the ability to counter them head on. I have 2 units of Numidian mercenary cav, which again is going to be great at dealing with chariots.
Double time. Units, double time.
Start the battle.
Troops have arrived on the battlefield. Send them
I
to
am
the
not
point
surprised
of
by
crisis.
Egypt's deployment, so I'm going to move further uphill here. I'm going to take my Numidian cavalry and go pick a fight. I'd love to pick a fight with those chariots, but I'll... well, actually, never mind. They got Pharaoh's bowmen back here. They will be raining death all over me.
Double time.
Pharaoh's bowmen are very long range, very competent, as you all saw before, but if you didn't see it before, they are. Just trust me.
Units, run! Double time. Units, double time.
Go ahead and move our reinforcements in, just because we can. Fast forward, get on top of the hill, get everything into position. I think my Numidians are out of range.
General, move at the double.
My 2 generals here. I can't believe we didn't lose that general to bad RNG in that battle with the Egyptians. That was actually really good luck for me. I mean, not just good luck, that was really good luck. So, I act like I never get any. I clearly did there. I clearly did there.
Units,
I'm going to walk these units forward.
units, run! Units, march!
And I'm going to fast forward while I do it, because we've got to cover a lot of ground. The Egyptians do have a range. They are the ones being attacked, so it makes total sense for them to camp back here, assuming they were to use it right. Their Pharaoh's bowmen are extraordinarily dangerous units that cause a lot of damage.
Units, march!
I'm going to run a few of these troops for just a minute, because they're going to have a little bit further to travel. There we go.
Forward. General.
General at a safe distance. Alright, we're approaching the Egyptian army. Let's fast forward for a minute. We're probably getting close enough to just go ahead and charge.
At the double.
Get all of our infantry forces.
Units.
Let's charge.
Units. Double time. Mercenaries.
My mercenaries up close enough to get pot shots at the chariots.
Units. Double units.
Push in the Numidians. Let's keep our generals nearby the infantry for support, but obviously I'd like to stay out of combat with those units. We want to outflank any phalanx units that the Egyptians are going to throw at us. They have a couple of Nubian cavalry. Let's back off. Nubian cavalry, okay. You all heard it here first. A Desert Axe unit. Okay, let's engage over here. Let's kind of help puncture the Egyptian line right here. Should be able to attack them from all sides now. There we go. Looks like Heir is going to get his revenge on Egypt.
Is there any point in killing him? The gods smile upon you today.
Crush their entire army.
Killed and his men lose heart.
Alright, let's wrap them up, boys. Roll them up. Very effective battle for us. Exactly what I wanted. Just needed to take our time, get the outflanking completed, mop them up. Alright, clean all these routers up. There we go. Exit the battle.
Victory is
So about 10-1 in terms of losses there, so that's always a good battle when that's the case for you. Like if you have taken that few losses. So here we go. Siwa is now free of its siege. I'm going to retrain the army that's there. I'm going to hold this one nearby. Maybe just go ahead and go close these rebels out of business here. There's another
Is ours, mighty one.
Egyptian force, so we're actually going to fall back.
Move out.
One more mercenary, let's grab it. We need our army to be as large as possible to get the AI to not want to attack us. Have reinforcements here. So, let's see what it's time for. This army, hopefully,
My liege. Sire.
can leave Tarentum happy enough.
Mighty general.
Board the ships. And let's get down here.
Yes, mighty
Just hope to goodness there's not some large Roman fleet stalking nearby that I don't know about. And this army can exit the fleet.
Yes, mighty lord.
And we have accomplished a landing in northern Italy, though I actually would rather go kill the Gauls and then get the Julii, because the Gauls are close to being extinguished as a faction.
Ships ready.
I'm going to leave that ship be and go run an attack out here. I need to keep the Julii fleet needs to be in absolute tatters for me to be successful here. I can't really retrain any of my ships at the moment, but if I basically rip up their fleets, that's good enough for the time being.
Sire. Forward.
We're about to have the rebels vastly outnumbered at Cordoba. They can hold out for quite a long time, though. Like I said, they are totally getting exterminated. Like,
Orders.
absolute and utter extermination. Let me get some more training done. Oh, this is such a dicey situation over here with the Britons. It'd be fun to go land on their island, but then I'd be totally surrounded. And they probably have a lot of armies there, so... yeah, I don't really know what we should be up to. Let's take this,
Your obedient
let's go talk to the Germanians.
I carry your word.
Kind of see what kind of feel we can get out of them. City grows. It's Sirta. Don't really have any money for this turn in, though. Settlement besieged. Siwa, yeah, but that one's gone. Let's end our turn. Get some money flowing again. Get some troops retrained. Get some movement points. And then get ready to continue our progress, hopefully. We're about to extinct the Scipii. Yeah, leave these guys alone. We don't have the money for them right now. Holy Gauls. Holy Gauls, Batman. So they got Swordsman, Barb Cav, Warband, Chosen Sword, Forester. They've got some pretty solid upgrades on that skirmisher. And the Forest, wow, that Forester Warband is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I mean, I think we can do this. We're not going to have anywhere to retrain, though. We may have to flee to Narbo. But, I mean, the only other thing we can do is withdraw, and they're probably going to attack me anyway. I say we fight through it, and then we may have to try and run to Narbo in order to get a foothold and prepare. I didn't expect to run into this much Gauls here, but I guess it kind of makes sense. They've had a bunch of turns where I haven't been bothering them. Those two settlements here are rather large, and they could certainly recruit some higher tier units from those large settlements.
But how much worse must the day be for our foes? They face us, the finest soldiers in the world!
We sure hope so. Let's go see if we can prove that statement out. Let's do something here. I'm gonna get all my Iberians. Stack them here. Put the hoplites in the middle. Let's stack our peltist on both flanks. Kind of use them as a light infantry rather than a skirmisher. There we go. We're gonna add a hoplite formation. Slingers to support. Have a huge bodyguard. I'm gonna kind of hold my bodyguards in reserve, since I have a pretty sweeping actually, our older bodyguard, I'm not as worried about throwing into combat because nature will take its course on him soon enough. It's a huge barbarian line here. Let's move over. And we're gonna deny one flank and engage the other. So that's gonna be our objective. Let's fall back over here. Oh crap. See if we can overwhelm that. Oh, that's a noble cavalry. Holy cow. That was a risky fight on my behalf, but they didn't get a charge, so I'll take it. I gotta intercept these enemy infantry units. Wow, this is actually not going the way I want right off the bat. I'm gonna slow it down for just a second. Start. Yeah, we gotta fall back and protect this flank here. Okay, we overran the barbarian cavalry, so that was very fortuitous. I have to engage all these units. The warband insta-routed. Okay, this actually may work. Let's hit play. I had to slow it down there for a minute just to make sure I could get all my attacks in. Yeah, we do have an effective wrap-up going on this flank now. And I'm going to continue it. Countercharge. What do we got coming at us over here? That's another noble cav. I should be able to outnumber it. We got to hurry back and assist this fight in the middle. We're going to ignore the skirmisher warbands for the moment. Peltis. I can't run as many of these units down as I would like to right now. Stand your ground. Get in there. Go break their charge. Just, I don't know, just shoot at something. Okay, good. We just cleaned up a huge fight right here in the middle. Let's mow down some of these troops quickly. That is not where I want you to be right now. Get out of there. That's not where I told you to be. Oh boy, this is risky right now. This is risky. There's a lot going on. Alright, hold on. I need my cavalry out of this fight. I've got my mercenary peltist in there holding. Not a great unit to have hold, but it holds. At least for now it does. There's a Forester warband somewhere out here. We need to damage these units a lot more. I'm gonna just let one unit pursue, and I'm gonna wrap up the other two. This unit here. Very noble cavalry. Oh, yes, there we go. Nice work, Peltist. I lost a round shield cavalry, though. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can continue a wrap-up operation. Yep, got those swordsmen. Come and attack over here. Swordsman there. Wrap. These barbarian noble cav came back from routing, but if I charge them, maybe I can reroute them. Yep, can. Let's continue the chase. Get back over here. Rear charge. And let's go get this warlord unit. And we're gonna try and pinch these swordsmen. There we go. Success. Now the chosen swords. With their general routing nearby, that's gotta help. But they're not out yet. There's still Gallic units fighting. But we are getting a fairly clean victory, all things considered here, because the Gauls outnumbered us massively. I guess we got rid of that cavalry unit that was back here. Okay, good. The Gauls are fleeing now. That Forester warband is going to be our target of opportunity next. And we've got this barbarian cavalry fleeing on it. Intercept them if possible. Alright, I've got all my cavalry involved in the chase. We've got to get these foresters. Regroup swordsmen. Got to make sure we don't get one of my commanders killed here. Let's wait till we get reinforcements. Okay, this older commander, it's a risk I'm willing to take. I don't want it to happen, but said it's a risk that I'm willing to take. Okay, we've got to get to these foresters. We're just gonna have to leave this barbarian cavalry be for now, and we've got to get on these foresters before they get to the edge of the map. It's imperative that we kill all these upgraded Forester warbands. That's the swordsman. Okay, that's gonna hurt, that charge right into the Foresters. They're a little bit shaken up, though. I use the, rally command to help my generals not die. Got the Foresters, and we're gonna get the swordsmen. So this is an effective win, and we'll leave the Gauls in an absolute world of hurt. They got here just a few warband, not concerned about them. Let's go ahead and exit the battle. That's a big victory for Bomilcar. He has gained many big victories in this campaign. I want to say he's been around since like the very beginning of the campaign too. Could be wrong, but I think he's been here since pretty much the very beginning. Well, that was a big win for us. We needed that. We need to get to Massilia and rearm and re-equip. But at least this army. Oh boy, yeah, they got another big old. Oh, and there's Romans there too. Yikes. Not what we wanted, folks. Not what we wanted. going to get rid of these mercenary peltists, and I'm going to pick up all of these mercenaries. We got to make our army as large and as dangerous as possible for the Romans and the Gauls to fight. Hopefully we can fight our way through to Narbo. And like I said, where we can rearm and re-equip. And we got retrained here. We just have some further retraining to do. Siwa. And let's move in closer so that we get reinforcements, so the Egyptians really don't have a way to hurt me at the moment. Not unless they bring a whole lot more troops. Let's see. Here's our rebel killing stack. Rebels are gonna flee. Our peasants can continue the march. Governor on site, and good timing too, because that settlement was a little bit unhappy. Tingi's now getting unhappy, of course. I'm gonna disband these mercenaries and replace them with more standard units, because it's probably cheaper upkeep. Could be wrong, but
Orders onward.
I've got a huge stack here now. It's gonna get even more siege if it maintains siege. They've taken a lot of damage. I wonder what the... Of course, remember the auto-resolve has to be very in our favor. I guess we could just see what happens. I'll quick save. Pretty fair. Pretty fair. And enjoy your extermination, pigs. See how much more rebellion we get from you. Gives me a bunch of denarii too. There you go. Consider yourself exterminated. Hey, they're happy now. Big surprise. Right? Let that be a lesson to the rest of you too, okay? Pay attention. More of that where that came from. The auto-resolve's probably gonna screw me on this. Let's quick save this. I'd rather auto-resolve this, but... Nope. Okay, good. Didn't look great, but I'll take it. It's acceptable. Got an agent here, another diplomat. Send him. I had another diplomat over here somewhere. I don't know, let's just pull him out. And if I need him, I'll put him to use suitable husband. Good. A young guy to join the faction here. At Carthage again. I am no shortage of commanders at Carthage, and I have this boat. I could use one in Carolus. Any enemy fleets around that are going to make me regret this. I don't see any.
Attack!
Keep destroying Roman fleets. I'm gonna move these two fleets as close together as possible to hopefully discourage that Julii fleet.
Mighty general.
Okay.
Aye, great lord.
Let's get our
Orders. Mighty general.
two young new commanders here
Mighty general. Orders. My liege.
and try and take them to a new home. Got commanders sitting on Sicily. I could use one at Carolus. Now got commanders stationed out over here. Now money is quite good at the moment. That is good news. Probably because we just murdered everybody at Cordoba, but hey, if that's what it takes, get the message across, then so be it. We need to build the royal palace at Sirte. Take a considerable chunk of coin. Massilia. And let's see here. Messana. Secret Police Headquarters. Asturica. Execution Square. Osca. Shipwright. Mantia. But we're gonna need a ton of money if we're gonna want to be able to continue, like, having a building going every single turn. Because it takes a considerable load of cash to keep every settlement building. Cyrene is a minor city. Proton. Docks. Tingy. Elysia is a large... I haven't built anything in Elysia in a couple of turns. I probably need to. Just making sure we don't have anything that has expanded. We need money to repair things here, so I'll start the repairs. We can finish them. We get more money on the next turn. Oh, Scipii. I wanted to go siege Capua, but the Scipii have brought another army against me here. I'm going to give Hannibal the opportunity to face them on open ground again. They got Town Watch. Boy, they're really dragging the dregs. Incendiary pigs. A bunch of artillery. If they're sending these artillery, the good news is we'll have an excellent range building there. I don't see a lot of great infantry, which makes me wonder whether the Romans have built the infrastructure that would allow them to train Principe and Triarii. We're not seeing them. Maybe they're just not recruiting them. I don't know exactly what the case is there.
Men, this battle is inevitable, but victory hangs in the balance. Act with courage, O noble soldiers, and victory is in our grasp.
Indeed it is.
On my order.
Indeed it is.
Spearmen! Spearmen! Units!
Alright, I'm gonna get my
Units! Not infantry!
hoplites out of formation.
Formation!
Slingers do a little bit of screening. Light cavalry to the flanks. Hannibal can kind of just stay in an escort position behind the main troops. Much as I would love to use his bodyguard aggressively, certainly don't want to kill him. Romans are moving up. Kind of like to just get them in range of my slingers and open fire. Is that a bodyguard? Yeah, the Roman general is just going to YOLO me, I think. If he does, I'll make sure to drop all my hoplites into a phalanx formation here. Either going to get hit with a bunch of slingers, or he's going to YOLO and die into my phalanx.
Phalanx formation!
It looks like he's chosen the YOLO into phalanx option. A smart one. Intelligent commander.
Units! Advance! Units! Attack!
Alright. Roman leadership at its best.
He is filled only by a desire to save his own skin.
Alright, hoplites. Break formation and charge. Hoplites, I'm pretty sure I gave you a movement order, so I actually kind of want you to move. Intercept that town watch. Clean up as many velites as we can. Their cav auxilia on the flanks I'm kind of unconcerned with. See, here's a phalanx charge right there. See, I'm going to just drop my phalanx at the last second, backspace, so they'll drop their spears. Keep Hannibal within protective range of this light infantry.
The enemy general flees like a frightened child. Now attack!
Start shooting at cav auxilia with their slingers. Alright, just start pushing out all the Romans. Go get their artillery, and then we'll slay all their routing units. The slingers give us the ability to contend with some of their units there. Alright, the artillery is gonna fall. I think the artillery units are usually pretty well armored, so they can kind of last a little longer in a fight. Got velites. Let's just turn our focus back in. Oh, I didn't know he was up there. He was in an onager crew? Or was he just routing through the onager crew and died on the way? I don't really know. Maybe he regrouped somewhere and I don't know what happened there. I really don't. I wasn't aware of where the Roman general was at that point. I think their cav auxilia is just fleeing at this point. That one is for sure. They got broken by my slingers. Massive loss for the Scipii. Roman archers, run them down. And Velites fleeing. I'll just go chase them out. We'll get Hannibal some kills on these Principe. What else we got? Just give chase to everything we can here. Fast forward.
Enemy
Continue.
cowards, run! Drive them from the battlefield!
Incendiary pig unit. Oh, kill them. Hannibal got to tear up the rest of his Principe. Alright, good. Let's exit battle.
Victory
Oh,
is
yeah.
sweet indeed.
That is a victory indeed. The Scipii have been mauled multiple times by Hannibal's troops. I don't think we took enough damage that we should really worry about retraining. I mean, I'm pretty certain that we could easily take on another pretty large Roman force.
Ours, mighty one.
Yeah, I mean, we are totally competent right now for taking on another large Roman force. Let's just push to Capua. And let's see, you got idle resources and a fleet here.
Aye, great lord. Aye, my lord.
And move there. Army routes to Hannibal, marriage celebrations. Carthage. Death stalks the land, earthquakes. Okay. Mark them all as red. I forgot that button's there. Okay, there we go.
Ships ready.
Boy, this army up here could be interesting for Bomilcar during this turn end. Hopefully it's not his last night on this earth. Alright. What up, Germania? Hey, listen. We need to be friends, okay? They are enemies with the Iceni. We should be allies, you see? We should be allied. Well, they're allied with Gaul, so that's probably why they hate me. Information, map information. Let's just see if we can treat with...
Think very carefully before you reply.
Okay, I'll accept. Just keep not attacking.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Be friends. I don't need another war up here with berserkers all doped out on shrooms. Okay, this is what I expected. Gaul attacked us with their large force. I could flee, but I think it's going to send us in a direction that we don't want to go. So we could use some of our newer troops to kind of go on the attack and see if we can get a good chain route started with our cavalry. Then again, try and fight our way through to Narbo. Let's see if we can do that here. The Julii are no longer the threat here. The Gauls can't have a whole lot of family members left either, I wouldn't think. So this could be a good
Many
win.
brave soldiers have seen the dawn. How many will see the sun sing in the west? How many of the enemy already pray for night?
Okay. I'm gonna start in this slightly uphill position up here. First of all, let me get all my groups kind of together where it's gonna be easier to pick them out and use them. Mercenaries here. Okay, so here's what we want to do. I want to focus on my left-hand flank and then just use my right hand to hold. And I'm gonna use my beefed-up general to help support the cavalry on this flank, and then I'm gonna use my barbarian cav and my other general to kind of just help support this flank as well as my slingers. Like I said, we're going to try and get onto the left-hand flank of the barbarian army and just start like a quick wrap-up. And that way we can hopefully get a very advantageous trade in terms of numbers. See, this side of their forces will have to come all the way across the map to attack me, so let's be quick. Get on them quick. We don't want them to get the opportunity to go and reform and regroup. Kind of come fold the flank back here. Run the war cry before we charge. And we should have a very nice wrap-up able to happen over here. And like I said, we want to use this to go ahead and start swinging the numbers heavily in our favor. Alright, we got one unit wrapped. It was a warband unit. Let's get another. Got a route there. I can take these 2 units and continue on while we just destroy all of the enemy numbers here. And just hold the flank is all we need to do right over here while the wrap-up continues. It's a barbarian noble cav. I really don't want to take this charge head on. I'd love to. I want the infantry to support against the noble cav, because they are spear armed. Let's overwhelm that sword unit and then attack the skirmisher warbands. Alright, we routed the barbarian noble cav out here. Oh yeah, we have a massive rout going. This is an absolute slaughter, and exactly the way that I imagined it happening. This really may not have been able to go any possibly better for me. This is very, very good. Very good. We're getting so many kills back here, too. The hordes are paying a massive price for this battle. And this one's just all about maneuvering. You see how they spread their army all the way across the map? So what we did to counter that was we overloaded a flank, and their flanks are too far removed in order to properly support, and ergo we gain a very rapid victory. I'm going to avoid this chosen sword unit for a second, unless we can pinch it. Trying to support against this warband right here. Okay, now we've continued the wrap-up. Let's keep it going. Take these warband out of commission. We're going to avoid this heavy infantry that's trying to charge us. Again, use the contagious routes everywhere we can get them. Morale was a huge factor in this game. Charge them. Stay back out of here. Attack with infantry. We may have more battles coming, so we want to be smart with our cavalry here. Alright, we got their general run away. He's not dead, which again is pretty unfortunate, but I could assign a unit to try and make him dead. Try to keep my general from dying RNG, because it's going to be a painful charge into the front of these chosen swords, but I think I can rout them. Yep, there we go. That was a little risky, but nothing too crazy there. Excellent. So that is a full-on massacre of the Gallic forces. We might get lucky enough to kill their general. Where did their general end up at? I thought I gave chase to him.
Enemy cowards run! Drive them from the battlefield!
I don't see a death message. Maybe he got off the battlefield somewhere. I thought I had a unit assigned. Oh, I did have a unit assigned to chase him, but he got away. Alright, well, that's frustrating. Can you get him? He is a light cav, but I mean the AI usually gets really good speed when they're fleeing from you, kind of like every other Total War game. Theoretically, I should be able to run this warlord down, but they get a lot of additional speed. Either that or there's just not much speed difference in this game, which I suppose is a possibility. And my unit's tired. Very tired. Dang, he got away. That's frustrating. They're gonna get away too. For the most part, though, this was a stunning victory for Carthage.
The enemy lie dead before you. Save for the few with the wit to run away.
Oh yeah, they lost bad. They lost bad. I don't know if we killed enough to finish off their army in its entirety. So we shall see. But we certainly got that army free to where it can flee back to Narbo, retrain, and then ensure that we are ready for a fight against the remnant of the Gauls. That's either another army or the remnants of the one, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and just head to Narbo. Gauls be danged, they can stay there for all I care. What? What? Settlement bribed? That had to have cost them a considerable amount of money to bribe that settlement. And they don't even have it protected. I can just occupy it. What a bunch of idiots. Never accused the Romans of being smart, and you can tell why. So they just wasted a crap load of money at Tarentum. The only thing that they really hurt me with there is that now I have to retrain some town watch to hold it. But I mean, that doesn't really seem like a big deal. So that was an odd move by the Julii. Oh my goodness. Boy, we have Brutii here too. Well, we didn't come here to not fight, so risky or not, off the boats. A little worried about that Gaul fleet. Need to get back to Messana. They might attack me on this turn in. I might die. I might lose that fleet. Cretan archers? Yes, please. 2 mercenary hoplites. Take all of the mercenaries I can get. So now I've got some extra infantry to help my own. And he is going to be reinforced by Lucius Brutus. This army will fight to the death. Okay, that's fine. To the death it is, then. Let's get these Brutii taken care of, because we can exterminate their faction by taking the settlement. And like I said, I kind of want to trade this settlement over to Macedon so I don't have to hold it. And then see if that'll help build an alliance.
This night we will feast and drink to celebrate victory. I promise you that. I also promise you the warm company of appreciative camp followers. But before any of that, there's something I'd like you to do for me.
All right. We must win. We must gain the victory. Slingers together. With the Cretans, with the slingers. I'm gonna interlace my hoplites. Do something like this. Yeah. The hoplite phalanx. Let's just get skirmish line up front. Then there we go. Alright. Long shields up top, put the round shields on the bottom.
The enemy have brought up more men. Send them to the afterlife.
Yeah, the reinforcements are coming from behind them. I'm not really shocked. It's gonna be a large battle. And I don't see an easy way to destroy all the Roman infantry reinforcements before. Equites, Roman General, Velites, Gladiators, Principe, Auxilia, Stati. Even with the reinforcements, the Romans are going to be pretty weak in terms of their capability to fight off my force. What the AI is doing in terms of their formation. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to see if I'm able to focus this army first, because of the way the AI is reforming. If they move down on my flank, it's not going to be a great position for me, but I can defend it, I think. man, these archers have fantastic range.
Units! Infantry! Hoplite!
Just hold this flank. Charge with these. Okay, so nothing significant back here. And charge. Okay, insta route. That's good news. Uphill and outflank. Charge the infantry. That was the Roman general going headlong into us right there. Didn't realize that at first. Take some pretty solid damage. As a result of that, get some Roman archers. Well, okay, well we got lucky there. He died into the front of my Iberians. Ooh, there's another Roman general there though. That is not good.
The enemy general was a fool. He sacrificed himself rather than leaving
Need my
his
cavalry
men to
over here
fight
to
defeat.
fall back because we're fighting uphill, and I've got Libyan spearmen nearby that can hold. I don't really want to fight uphill into that Roman general. Archers. Some regrouped Principe over here. Alright, so let's let our Libyans pick that fight up a little. Get into a phalanx where I'd accidentally gotten out of it there. Send some help in this direction. Got the artillery. Let's kill this Roman bodyguard. Our Libyan spearmen here are fighting very honorably in a tough situation uphill against some pretty decent infantry. So that was a very noble fight that they just put on there. Wreck these velites. See if we can get that cav auxiliary. Oh, the cav auxiliary routed. Guys back there. Let's go mop them up. Kill that Roman general. They're fleeing. Spread out. You can take him. Another Roman general here. Some help right here. Bring them down. Let's go help against that general. There we go. That general's now had to give up that pursuit. Let's get the Roman archers. Come on, get in there. Let's finish off this Roman general. One of their generals fell already. There's at least one more.
This general is the perfect enemy.
And there he goes.
He does not stand but runs away.
Got him.
Is there any point in killing him? The enemy general has been killed.
Is there any point in killing him? The answer to that question is always yes.
Courage.
Like, that is an always
As
yes.
enemies, these men are perfect. They are running from the battle in terror.
Alright, so that is a pretty solid defeat of the Brutii. I do want to charge down as many of their units as we can here, just in case that makes the difference between these armies being able to rehabilitate or not. Let's exit the battle now.
The enemy lie dead before you. Save
Indeed
for
they
the few
do.
with the wit to
Indeed they do. I think that will be what we needed in order to get the Brutii here and be finished with their faction once and for all. That was the reinforcing army, I thought. Maybe not. This army may not have been touched. It was not. So that is not all that we needed to get the Brutii. Oh boy. Well, this will at least force them to attack me here by me pulling a siege. Oh, wow, things are going to get interesting over here. Let's continue. Let's maintain that siege. Things are going to get interesting. We still have a pretty fair number of forces here, though. The Romans are down to their last army. At least I hope that's their last army. If it's not, then we are in some pretty serious dog do.
Aye, great lord.
Alrighty. Waiting on replenishment there. And I love this game. So much fun. Alright, where are those marriage celebrations at Lily Bayum. Excellent. So we now have an extra commander here who can go over to Messana. Help govern. So now we have a governor in every settlement on Sicily. Let's mark all as red. Back and check for just one thing here. Cordoba, we have this massive garrison here. Just try and get them to shut up. That execution, though, seems to have had an impact. I don't see the rest of Spain acting up anymore. They seem to have been put in their place. Perhaps.
Mighty general, mighty general.
Perhaps.
Orders? Orders?
If we win victories with this army, do we get a potential candidate for adoption? Gosh dang, man, we just cannot
Orders? Sire.
keep this settlement from rebel. There we go. Alright, good. Get some extra town watch in.
Mighty general.
Got a watchtower there. Might move up and just kind of take a peek. I wonder if we can build a fort up here too, just for safety's sake.
Sire.
No, because I don't have a general.
My liege.
Probably do that over here though. Move up and see what's here. Oh boy. If I do build a fort and get these guys to attack me, they should lose terribly in a fort battle because I can put them through a bunch of pinch points. More mercenaries to be recruited. I mean, I might as well build a fort here. Well, actually, I can't. Invalid position for a fort. Well, crap, I'm stuck now. I can't back up. Well, we may end up fighting the Britons there. May just be what it is. There we go. Just have to deal with it. All right, we should be about to get growth at Carolus too because we've managed to keep the Julii busy for long enough. That will be nice. Get some more settlements busy building. Lycia, let's give them a large temple. Repair the walls here. Build an academy because I got a general sitting there now. Let's repair the temple at Siwa. Is that really the only thing we can build at Siwa? Terran tomb, we'll put in baths. Very fortunate we have some cash left over. How are we doing here with retraining? This army is retrained.
Sire.
Let us sally out. No, I don't want to go there. I want to sally out.
Mighty general.
Move here. Let's put this army
Order.
into Siwa.
Onward.
Everything else here looks like it's fine culture-wise, like all their buildings. Siwa's just not got any population because we exterminated it.
Sire, prepare for battle. Glorious.
Die, rebel scum.
Attack.
Always quick saving before this. They did give them way more
Victory.
than they should have, but
Mighty general. Move out.
Siwa's gonna barely have enough population to even retrain troops here. That's not ideal. They're gonna need some more population, and we might as well get it from Cyrene. It'll kind of help the population here to bleed off some via peasant movement.
Onward.
Okay. So we need to move some population. That is in process. Speaking of moving population, that's what we're doing over here. Let's go ahead and disband these troops. It's making Nepte mad. Let's go ahead and just move them in closer. Irritating balance. We got a strike here. Keep them happy.
Sire.
Alright, got some more rebel troops out here.
Victory. Engage the enemy.
I'm just going to start off on the next episode here because I think this is a pretty good stopping point. We had some pretty interesting situations on this episode. Some unexpected battles from the Scipii, the big battles against the Brutii that may not be over yet. We had to fight our way through to Narbo with Bomilcar, and we've got the Britons ever threatening on our northern flank. Anyway, I will see you all soon with some more action in the Carthage campaign. Heir of Carthage, signing out.